I know I can run top 5. Sooner or later, somebody's going to pick up on my ability and help me out.
Be the little guy that kills the giant, you know? Get a good moto and get a good start, run strong.
You're going for points, you're going for money, you're going for all the marbles as a professional athlete.
The dream would be to make it in just a factory ride. That's the whole thing I've been looking for, is just get a factory ride and to win a national championship.
We're out here trying our best, doing the best we can, you know, spending all our money.
This is the test. Everything you work for, you come to find out how good you really are.
Probably the most insane thing you can do is to attempt this sport as a privateer.
Sacrifice this whole sport.
Unsung heroes, we call them, rugged individuals.
Man, to be a privateer and be on the nationals is, you know, it's a tough job to take on.
They're not getting salaries. They're not getting, you know, regular paychecks.
Struggling, paying for everything.
Pinching pennies to get to the track.
Short on money, couldn't get any more gas or anything.
Yeah, it's tough when you got to try to make money, you know, without getting a salary from Yamaha or from whoever you're riding for.
Because they need the money, you know, maybe they'll have a decent supper tonight. Gas money to get back or go to the next race.
You know, one weekend the race being in Ohio and the next weekend being in Washington State.
The road wears on you.
This is a job. We do it 7 days a week.
It's my job. It's all I do.
They may never beat a Ricky Carmichael. They may never make a podium.
Every time I'm at the starting line, I ask myself, why am I out here?
Everybody's here. If you're going to do good, you might as well be here where everyone can see you.
It's an addiction. We need to have like an AA class for motocrossers.
Man, the adrenaline, it's such a rush. Man, I've done a lot of other stuff, but nothing can even compare to this, you know?
Once it's in your blood, it's there. You can't get away from it.
Don't be a privateer, dude. You get shafted every way. But you know, it's fun.
Well, I know they take the top 100 riders that enter, and then they have the Saturday qualifiers. Then they weed out some of the slower guys on Saturday, make it a little bit tougher on Sunday.
Go, baby, go! Nice job. What do you think?
20.
17. Nice job.
It's tough, you know. I mean, I'm not out there getting money from anybody right now.
Every Tuesday and Thursday we work for a lady. So that helps out.
We end up milking cows for her, so it's a little like a dairy farm, but it's hard work. It takes like 5 hours, you know, just milking the cows, and there's so many other things you got to do. You know?
We get done there, and then we get home, and pretty much tired by then anyways. Then we got to fit training in. So
fiance Nicole, she ends up helping me out back here.
I put gas in the bikes, just check things, make sure everything's tight, chain's tight, air pressure, clean air filters, wash the bike, change the oil.
She knows how to do it all, and it makes me happy to have her do it.
I like being able to be here and be able to help him out and just know that it's a team effort.
It's definitely a team effort in between us two, and without each other, I don't think I could do it. Last year, we ended up, I take the one bike, and then that takes up half, and we'll sleep on this side sometimes, and that's pretty rough.
It's pretty scrunched.
But you gotta do what you gotta do. You don't got money for a hotel. I mean, hey, try to make the best out of what we got. Even though we don't got a nice camper and nice trailer and stuff like that, we're just gonna go until we get that.
And we are here supporting the privateer effort at the national level.
Carts and bikes and coming to the races, you don't have to pay for gas and food. It makes it so you can do it.
We need to get involved and help the privateers, and so that they can have some sort of level playing field.
All them guys get hot chicks. We can't get hot chicks around here.
I mean, nothing against the factory guys. I mean, they work hard to get where they're at,
That's Nick, that's the owner, Nick Spano. He got the bikes and hooked up the riders.
Brian's qualified for every national. He's scoring points. Tommy's qualified, been qualifying. Matt Maximoff's been qualifying. Genjo's kind of struggling with his starts.
We have bad starts.
But he's coming around. Yeah, I'm resting my financial future on them, so they better pick it up.
Yeah, it's a rough sport. It's not easy, that's for sure.
I mean, they're putting in their work. They're paying their dues.
It's just tough. Not easy living.
And they deserve it.
These kids, they appreciate all the help, any help.
I'm the team owner, I'm the team manager, I'm the master wrench for one of our riders. Genjo just went by, here comes Tommy. I cook, I clean. There you go! Jeez, I guess I'm mom and dad wrapped all into one for the boys on the road. So.
I don't know if you want to call it a rolling gang, but that's what it is.
A lot of guys packed in here. It's kind of more of a bachelor lifestyle. Clothes laying everywhere, not real sanitary.
But now, everybody works together, everybody tries real hard.
These guys have each other's backs. They're at such a deficit already that they need each other, and if somebody has a problem, they all team up and work on it.
It works like this. Tommy usually goes and gets the numbers, or starts talking to chicks. Spano goes over and he just makes a fool out of himself. And then Maximoff, he goes over there and tries to sway them over, I guess, and that don't work. And then Genjo, he don't even talk. He gets scared of chicks. He giggles and goes hide in the corner, and then I move in for the swoop.
That's the family, we're gonna do it and we're gonna overcome the odds that it takes. Lucas Oil wants to be is in that position of helping these young kids who might not have otherwise an opportunity to chase their dreams. It's a great team. It's all about the privateers.
That's all nationals have for you, is if you run top 20, get a national number, because all the privateers don't come here for the big purses, that's for sure.
That's the only reason we're here racing, spending all the money we got is to get a national number. They could care less about anything you do unless you have a national number.
There's no significance to a three-digit number, whether you're number 100 or number 999. Our privateer guys, their first goal is to get a two-digit number, to get a national number.
Top 20 every moto would be great.
So 21st through 40th is like you never even came.
Top 20 couple motos, get some points, get my number.
That's what I'm looking for. Two-digit number. Yeah.
For winning, you get 25 points, and then for 20th, you get 1.
1 point probably will not put you in the top 99. It usually takes about 7 or 8 points to score a national number. There's like 55 or 56 guys in each class with at least 1 point, and only 50 of them, theoretically, depending on Supercross points as well, will actually get a national number.
You got to realize that everybody is about the same speed. I mean, there's a whole pack that's about the same speed.
Those numbers from, like say from 27 to 99 are still earned by total number of points for the season.
And then get a national number and hopefully get a ride for next year.
It's really difficult for them to try to make it to the next level.
Once you get that factory ride, then you're good.
I mean, these guys aren't going to pick up their next rider from a local race. You got to come to where they're at so they can see it. Hope they like what they see.
Then that means you've gotten yourself a factory ride.
Once you get that factory ride and it's a guaranteed paycheck, the pressure level is released.
Get paid, actually be able to buy a house, I don't know, have family.
Come here and a ride like Carmichael and some of them guys got would be the ultimate, I think, best thing.
Be able to, pull in a big semi-rig and pull up right next to Carmichael and, be able to compete with him and have the setup and everything, just perfectly set up for him, and be able to go there and have a mechanic do everything, and we can just sit there and just watch.
Turbo? When I was probably about 3 years old, I was just a really hyper kid. So my dad one day said, "I'm gonna call you Turbo."
Turbo?
I said, "I like that, Dad." So it just stuck with me through school, sports, everything. I never could get rid of it. So then I started racing a lot more, and it's kind of cool. It stuck with me, so I sport it. I like it. It's who I am.
Yeah, with a name like Turbo, you gotta be fast.
I try not to even think about it. I don't know, still if it comes and goes. I have it better than a lot of privateers, and I'm not out of a van or pushing. I got some good sponsors helping out, so it makes it, I have a good rig and just by myself, so I've Honda backing me with parts. I'm not struggling. If you got to make it out of a privateer, you don't have the equipment they do, the factory guys, so you got to be on the ball.
First qualifier, we're like second to last pick. That's shitty.
Just a bad positioning on the gate. It's all the mechanic's fault.
It's his fault he's not in the top 20 in points. Let him have it. Just let him have it. Just let him have it. Let him have the start. Perfect, bro. You can hit it. Right here. This guy's gonna drift it over. Then they can hold on. I think he's like 14th. How many do they take? 13? Yeah, you were 10th. I hate it. Sucks. Came down the hill like 10th, and then he went down. The first lap was like 16th, and then he went down again, pulled off. 180.
Were you guys inside or outside?
Very inside.
Yeah, so were we. Horrible.
good start from the outside and finished third. Took 4, so I'm in. I was pretty stressed out though. I didn't know being on the outside. It was pretty tough, but I made it. It was good. You're dirty too. 20th. I wrecked. I got tooken out. It was good though. I mean, at least we got points. 1 point. Maybe top privateer, so it's good. Good weekend.
I'm 18 years old. I've been riding dirt bikes since I was 3 and a half, racing since I was 4. My first ever race was on this track here when I was 4 years old on a PW50. I was going really good in 97. Like it would have been probably my big year on an 80. And I ended up breaking both of my legs practicing at home. I got those cast off, and a month later I re-broke my right leg. After I got that cast off, a month later I re-broke my left leg. A month after I got that cast off, I re-broke my right leg. So I ended up breaking them 3 times a piece. So it put me out for almost 2 years, and I'd go to the race, and people that were beating me that I would lap 2 years before that, you know, and it kind of tore my confidence down. And I was gonna get a job at like McDonald's or something, and standing in the place gonna get a resume, and I'm looking, and you know, I'm like, this isn't for me. I got enough talent to do it. I just got to put my head down and want it, you know. And then was healed up, started riding again, and been working my butt off ever since, and it's starting to pay off now. If I crash and get hurt, any privateer, that's your money. And I still wish I could get something to where I wouldn't have to worry about that, you know. And you know, everybody's your best friend when you're doing good, and then nobody will talk to you when you're hurt. That's all that runs through my mind is, if I don't finish this race, I can't go next weekend. That's the way the sport is, and that's how it is. That's how it goes. So I just as long as I'm there every weekend and I'm in the show every weekend and I'm running top 20 and show that I can do it, and I can start putting down that effort, you know.
Stay on 2 wheels.
I wish I could just show people what I really have, but I just can't afford it. If I didn't have my brother, I wouldn't be at this race today. I'm bumming money off of him for gas, you know, and it sucks, but I got hurt. It costed me money when I got hurt.
He's hurt.
Feel it, bud. Just feel it.
It's out. It's chill. He broke this thing.
I tried to finish it the best I could. I know. I just cross-rutted. When I landed, I hit a kicker and went sideways. And the ruts were so deep, dude, I just planted myself in the middle of 2 of them.
There it is. That's good.
Tough guy. I finished it already. Finally catch a break, get a good ride.
So you were doing good.
I was in third. Been working my butt off for this race, and then things happen, and my cards didn't fall right today. I don't really have a ride. I don't have a bike right now. They gave me a 2-race deal or 1-race deal, and then it would have been 2 if I'd have finished out the day. And the biggest thing was for me today is that I wanted to show that I have some heart. No, I didn't give up. I'm more upset than pain. I had it and I blew it.
I'm gonna go watch the fast guys.
To be a privateer, you know, without a factory ride, it's kind of a struggle.
They are just such a disadvantage compared to the factory riders.
Team Suzuki running out. Their motorcycles are $250,000 each.
Yeah, I know for us factory riders, we got it easy, you know, we got someone working our bike, got the best equipment.
He who has the most money wins.
Factory riders shouldn't even qualify for whole shot money. I'm serious. The AMA needs to change a lot of stuff.
Last time I've ridden a stock bike, I don't even know when it was. It's been years.
Man, it's tough. Everybody's so fast.
250 class, you're not going to compete against those bikes, no way.
Riding as hard as you would in 7th place as you would for 27th,
You look at the lap time sheets, there'll be 12 or 13 guys running the same lap time within a second of each other.
Because everybody's good. Anybody can beat you.
So if you don't have a perfect start and get out front, it's hard to go around those guys.
Vast difference between the factory guys and these privateers is unbelievable. These guys' bikes are $5,000, $6,000 stock, and they're going up against a factory bike, let's say, that's got titanium axles, complete hot rod motor, pushing out at least a third more horsepower than these guys ever dream of. Rumored to be, $40,000, $50,000 machines.
Toy is only as good as the rider, and the rider's only as good as toy, but you just go with what you got. Run what you brung, basically.
Hope you brung enough.
It's easier to blame the bike.
You can have the best bike in the world, but if you can't ride it, you're still not going to be competitive.
I mean, you don't necessarily have to have the fastest motorcycle if you got a rough track. I mean, if you got decent suspension and a good person's trained and they're physically fit and they can technically ride a bike, they're gonna excel in those events.
It's kind of one of those deals, you got to do good enough on that equipment to get on good equipment.
If you don't perform, you don't got to ride.
I don't know. I guess it sucks being on this end of the deal, but if you're on the other end, you like it. It just gives you another upper hand in case you get a bad start. You're on the best equipment and you're in the best condition because you got the best trainers. And it's like anything, I guess. I mean, you're jealous of what they got.
It takes a lot of money to be a top competitor.
Don't fear the whoop monster. The whoop monster's your friend. Number 198. That's me. Well, true privateers need all the help they can get. Got a little present from some of the fans. I've been doing it for a few years. I started doing the whoop thing in '95, and '97 is when I decided I got to do something more for the sport than just make noise. So I thought of what I could do, and I decided I'll give them a few dollars out of my pocket. Just trying to collect some money this year. I wanted to do it for a couple of few years to help them out a little bit more, so it's more money for them.
Little gift baggie for you.
Really?
I was trying to flag some of the riders down, but I know
awesome.
No, you guys are
That's
awesome.
from who?
All the fans that I collected from.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
Thank you for the race.
Usually they're trying to give it back to me. No, you don't have to do that. And I mean, it blows me away.
That's by far the most money I've ever won, especially something like
Well,
this.
this is not winning, and see what I want to do is flag the racer down.
How come me?
Pardon me?
How come me? How come I'm the guy?
Because I decide by who I see is doing the worst in the moto and how he did in the race before coming to Millville.
I was checking around to see who needed some money.
That's me.
Today, with total donations, it was around $350, a little bit more maybe. And I'm splitting that up between 125 privateer and 250 privateer to help them out a little bit.
I mean, I've been doing serious training to be a whoop monster
Yeah, I
this
know
year.
you have.
How do you
Many
know?
years. Well,
No, I mean training.
No, I didn't.
I've
hear
been
about that.
4 nights a week now. I ride a stationary bicycle 20
Really?
miles.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Take care. Now you can have a decent meal and have
Nice.
some gas money.
Yes, it helps out.
Yeah, maybe a motel.
For sure.
Thank you for the racing. I mean, you guys are awesome. Yeah, and you're at such a disadvantage, you know.
Oh yeah, we're getting better though. All right. Thanks so much.
All right, here we go.
They're my heroes. Anyone who races real motocross, they're my heroes. All I've ever done is just play race. And
No matter what kind of preparation you do for getting ready for the race, it comes down to letting your heart level the playing field. It's what you have in your heart, how deep you can dig.
All right. What do you see?
You got a straight shot, buddy.
So I got hole shot written all over it. See that girl in that bikini up there? Try to be the first one to her.
Thing's going like crap.
You know what? You didn't even want that hole shot. You had that hole shot, and you moseyed all the way up that hill.
Wide open, Dad.
No, Gavin. It's an everyday job. I actually quit my job, and I used to have my own business, and I pretty much just let it go and do this full time with him because there's more than just racing a motorcycle that goes on, and not just with a privateer, with pros and anybody, and that's all the sponsors you have to keep in contact with. You need product, you got to keep things ordered, you have to communicate with people. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's nothing to be up till 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning working on motorcycles. You rode the other bike last 2 days. Is it better than this one?
Tons better.
Okay, then we'll run that motor. I'll stay here and put it together. Ever since we've been racing, I've tried to treat everything professional as I could. When we was on 60s, 80s, amateurs, I always made sure he had the best that I could provide. I always made sure his bikes was nice. I always made sure he was race ready. Hey, that double right over here, you're not doing it every day. Is there some reason?
It's my first year doing outdoor nationals, and it's definitely an experience. It's the ones who work at it the most and hardest is the ones that get the farthest.
Gavin has the talent already. We've developed that over all the years we've been racing. He has all the talent in the world to win, even at this level. So, you know, somebody picks him up and can provide him what he needs, the right tools. You know, he has all the ability in the world to get there.
You learn every lap. There's something new to learn. This is where it's at. This is the show. So you either got to be a part of it or, I guess, pack up and go home.
Dude, you want to know how this motorhome happened? My parents were thinking about their retirement program, so I said, you know what, you guys might as well buy a motorhome now, and I'll just break it in for you.
This is what we live off of. We got some imitation Oreo cookies because we're privateers and we can't afford Oreos, real Oreos.
Just got this right before we came to the Nationals, so it's brand new.
We got quick meals because we don't cook.
I like this. This is like, I think I got this for like 55 cents at Walmart.
I can make spaghetti, but you can only eat spaghetti so many times out of the whole trip. This guy's pretty motivating. Keeps you going. Lance Armstrong book.
Oh, don't think that's a big Levi Reed poster. Because, you know, Ricky's got his bus all stuck up with Ricky stuff, so I gotta do my motorhome all stuck up with Levi Reed stuff.
Brooke Burke, there she is.
Some of the stuff.
The only girl we get to see on the road.
You can go blind doing other things too, and he still does them.
Your only hope is just to get a glimpse of a girl driving, and they're usually blowing by you because you're going slow in the motorhome, so you don't even get to see them anyway. Well, it's definitely better to have somebody to travel with. If one person's driving the whole way, you got to figure from Southern California to Pennsylvania, it was 21 or 2,400 miles. And to do that on your own would take you a whole week, and company's way better than riding by yourself. You're out riding for each other's spot. I mean, we're on the road together and, you know, we're friends, but everybody wants to make the motos.
Can't fit for him today. So I want to go eat. This weekend, no one is pitting for me. I mean, I might have one of my buddies has a friend that lives around here, and he said that he might help me out this weekend.
Okay. So I'm going to qualify. No, you're going to qualify. Trust me, you're going to qualify.
Just having someone out there, like even a buddy out there with the pit border cheering you on, it's just like an extra motivating factor in the moto.
892.
It's my first time at like doing all the nationals, so I want more time on the track because a lot of these guys have been here before, and I think they have a little bit of an advantage.
Every time I go up to the starting line, I get so friggin' nervous that I ask myself why I do this. I feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I mean, I just gotta like remember, like once the gate drops, I'm gonna be totally relaxed and just go out there and ride. I can only do the best that I can do.
The harder you work, the faster you're gonna go. I mean, maybe there's a point where you can't go any faster, and if I find that point, then I mean, I guess it's over. But I'm still going to race no matter what, just for fun. But if I can get the ride and do it like that, that's the way to go, I think. I haven't qualified yet this year. I want a good start. I want to get out, I want to qualify. I want to be able to do good in the motos.
Some of the guys that made it, you think that you could beat, but they got the start.
I got an awesome jump out of the gate.
Find somebody who didn't make the main with me and we'll go figure out what we did wrong.
I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm just gonna quit. This is stupid. But I don't know, you can't, it's hard to quit. I've never been addicted to anything but motorcycles.
We aren't rock stars. We're just stupid kids driving the country for no freaking apparent reason except to race in podunk towns.
I love the industry and all my friends are here, and it's kind of hard to say no.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes, you know. If I can afford it.
You can afford it.
Dude, I'm in the hole with my brother, $600 right now.
What's that?
That's it.
600 bucks?
I'm in the hole with him, dude. I can't make it. I'm losing money every week. It's just getting bigger and bigger.
Privateers are very unique. They live out of their vans, eating peanut butter and jelly, and struggle, seriously, from week to week.
When you read the stories about the true privateers and what they go through, I don't know why fans aren't taking money out of their pocket to give to them.
The cost that you have to undergo.
It costs a lot of money too to go to do all the races.
$1,000 is a lot of money to a privateer.
I don't have a dime to my name right now.
Team manager, truck driver, rider, mechanic, you know, I'm just do it all.
Because remember, you're going back and forth across country at least 4 times.
20 hours to Texas and then 30 hours here.
We're so tight with money the way it is right now, just trying to get to the races.
I got the Wonder Warhawk money, which is a big help. That was $500. So $500 is pretty much like 2,400 miles worth of driving. Costs us about $100 every time we stop for gas, and we can go about 350 miles on a tank.
You don't get to train it, you got to work on your own practice bike.
Actually having a mechanic to work on my bikes because I am so burnt out on working on bikes right now.
Practice bikes and race bikes.
Scrounging parts off other bikes.
You know, paying for all your entries.
Sleeping in the back of a pickup truck.
Tonight was the first night I went to sleep before, I would say, 3 a.m. in a week.
When the factory riders are at the best hotels, the best food.
Factory guys, their biggest complaints are airports.
Got the best equipment, fly into the race. We got trainers, motorhomes, all that, and they're driving to the races and working on their own bikes, and it's rough.
One of the privateers who I presented a check to was in tears, and he said, you know, we struggle so hard, we pay our own bills, we do so much just to make it to the races, we don't even know if we're going to qualify. And if we qualify and maybe we're you know, trying to make it into the top 20 to win a $50 or a $100 award. But tonight with this check, we don't have to go to McDonald's to eat dinner. But tonight we're going to a real restaurant. We're going to have dinner at Ponderosa. True story, I couldn't make that up.
It's hard for a privateer to make it anymore. It's hard. I don't know how they do it.
When you love something, you do anything to do it.
They're out here doing it because
You know, they're trying to obtain a dream.
I'm the coordinator for the U.S. Tobacco Pro Privateer Challenge program. It was a program created about 10 years ago.
U.S. Smokeless Tobacco wants to make sure that you got some money to cruise around the country with. Timmy Wagon up here.
We felt that the guys that worked out of box vans and came in with their bikes in the back of pickups and who supported themselves basically traveling across country should be rewarded for their efforts.
Timmy Wagon, congratulations. We're getting used to seeing you up here.
Yeah, I'm just trying my hardest out there. Fans were great, and I like coming here. The track's good, and I'm just giving it my all each week and trying to get up here. And say thanks to Frank. He's the one that gets me here each week.
Timmy Wagon doing a fine job as a privateer out there. Doesn't have all the breaks the factory riders do, but certainly finds a way to get the job done. Good luck.
I took my top privateer finishes and bought plane tickets. Going on vacation.
You are?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Hawaii.
Hell yeah.
Had to.
You deserve it.
Yeah. Rough year.
Here we go. What I want him to do is watch that first start, since he's the second one, and let him see how the gate drops and see where they're pulling the start from at best. And then maybe he can get an idea where to line up. He's got a pretty good gate pick today, 8th. Is that what you want? Huh? All right. What do you want me to do to the gate? Yeah, he helps me out a lot at home and practice days. He does everything, but here I like to do it for him, everything, so he can just think about what he's got to do. It's up to him, not to me, and hopefully it'll go his way, and you know, there won't be no bad luck out there. So leave the worries to me and let him think about racing. It's the best thing. And here I don't like to give any advice. Everything should be worked out when we practice, or at home, or at the practice track. And I say nothing unless he asks for it. Here we go, when they turn it sideways, 5 to 10 seconds, and the gate falls like that. Good jump, no motor. I don't care about the results, just as long as he's doing good, not getting hurt. And if he qualifies, that's a bonus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He needs to pass one guy. He did it. He almost got a couple of factory guys there. I love it. Yeah, you did it, dude. You got it. Yeah, you're in 13th. You made it. Yeah, you almost had him. That's too close. You had a great gate pick, and that bike is too slow. What are we going to do next time, Jake? Inside or out?
Well, hopefully you made it.
You made it. Never gets nervous, can't get him excited. A lot of people say it's a bad thing, but I've always said it's a good thing because you save energy. Are we in? Oh yeah, we just made it. That's perfect. Passed a lot of guys. 11:30 and they start in an hour, I believe, right? So do you eat lunch? We'll make you a peanut butter and jelly.
Best we got in New England right now. For our local guys, anyways.
What's up, kid? You in there or what?
Yeah. Dude, I was so nervous.
Oh, yeah?
It's my first time.
There's a lot more pressure on all these other guys than there is on me, you know. And
you know, my goal isn't to go here and try to make something happen to further myself on getting a better sponsor or anything like that. That's not my concern. You know, I come in here and just ride for the fun of it. You know,
It's like his one race. He wants to. It's like do or die for him.
it only comes around once a year, so it's like it is nice to do good.
One race gets a ton of points, and all those other guys struggling for 1 point. I don't think the national number's hurting his feelings either.
It's nice to get a 2-digit number. Looks a lot better.
He doesn't even practice. That's what kills me. No, he doesn't.
Not a lot of training anymore like he used to when he was on the national circuit. My name is Bill. I'm Tony La Russa's brother. Been there since day one, Christmas 1977. 78 JR50, first plate, out of Betancourt, Suzuki. And after 27 years later, he's on a Betancourt Suzuki again. Still on the Betancourt Suzuki. Well, this is just my regular tool bag we carry around, just like your average tool bag that anyone else would have. But this was made by Liz Claiborne, and they usually run the mechanic's bag. We choose Liz Claiborne. I'll be right in that corner over there. Gas is on. But the Liz Claiborne's nice and soft, and, you know, plus it matches better. Right there.
1 second, thanks. I raced the whole national deal before. I had a good year last year, scored some points, so I was able to get into the top 100.
He doesn't train or nothing, you know, and he doesn't eat right because he's kind of busy, but I came back from Virginia, and now I'm back home, and I go to his house for so many days. I made cheese yesterday morning. At first I made cheese the other day, stayed up all night with a girl till 1:30 in the morning, went and made cheese yesterday at 3 in the morning, slept 2 hours. I was almost up for 2 days, 48 hours. I think he's got a pretty good chance as long as he gets his good start. And you know, 1996, Tony was leading the race for a while, then he ended up finishing third. That was his only year in a Honda. Time of one of the, here comes Tony now, right here.
Check, 750 for second privateer. I got a 2-digit number again for that one moto.
Tony's just doing this because he's in the sport, you know, and that's what we love to do is the motocross.
I don't know what other route I would have taken, you know, if I didn't get into bikes.
Making cheese.
Probably.
This is actually going to be my last national, so I'm retiring after this. It's time to kind of step away. But now I'm getting to the point where riding at this level, both physically and more mentally, it's so much of a commitment. I mean, I've sacrificed a lot of things as far as my day job career, my family, getting started with a family. So, you know, I don't really know what else I'm out here to accomplish and achieve besides personal satisfaction. And, you know, I got nothing else to prove to anyone. I've done it. I've run up front. My top national finish is a 5th. And I've been out here a long time. This is the 17th year, and Had 14 national numbers in a row.
I've known him for a long time. It's that's pretty emotional.
It's tough, you know, but I guess, like I said, you gotta kind of say when it's enough and you've accomplished everything you've wanted to, and I have. And I really went into this year saying I think this is going to be my last year at this level, and I wanted to really ride Southwick, Unadilla, and Broome as the races I really enjoy and I like. And Southwick went well, and Unadilla's gone well, and hopefully today does. I feel fortunate that I've been able to have a race career like this. I've also have an education. I got a couple degrees. I work full time. You know, I got a beautiful wife and 2 great kids and a family that I think respects the decisions I've made. And so maybe in racing I could have went farther if I had some other opportunities or someone kind of took me under their wing and maybe showed me what I needed to do or took me to some other places. But in hindsight, I mean, I wouldn't change what I've done. I'm comfortable with what I've achieved, and I'm enjoying riding my bike at this point.
Ready for this? You gotta go up there, fire it up, man. You gotta charge. You gotta go after these guys. Come on. He's not done. I think I've known him for long enough. I don't think he'll quit. After about 3 weeks, we'll be talking about it. I'll talk him into it. He's too competitive. Trust me. We fight over who can mow lawn faster.
Like I said, I don't know. It's been a long ride. I've enjoyed it.
I totally admire what they do and how much dedication they have to put in to try to make it to the next level, which would be a factory ride or a support factory ride, something like that.
Of course, everybody dreams for a factory ride.
That's my goal, and hopefully be on the team, you know. And
try to be the top privateer each week, and hopefully next year I'll be on a team. I won't have to do this myself again.
You know, we don't ever get into a rig or, you know, don't ever get, you know, a support ride or anything like that, factory bikes, and I gave it my all. Go to something that I can make a little bit of money at.
Can't do this forever, you know, and especially getting married, sometime I have to make a choice before long. If this is going to pay the bills, I'll do this. If not, I'll have to do something else.
I would be probably for surely doing something athletic or some kind of sport.
I'll be probably flipping burgers at Burger King or something. They just gotta keep having fun. That's all. That's the big thing.
Have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. That's
he's really competitive anyways.
Come in here and just ride for the fun of it, you know?
I mean, I can't really complain. It's awesome. I get to freaking go out during the summer and just go hang out and have a good time every weekend, different track.
Racing with other fast guys, you know, just passing each other back and forth, it's great. I mean, it's awesome. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
They ride because they love it, and they wouldn't, you know, wouldn't want to do anything else.
It's privateer life.
every comfort you. Only gonna do you blind. Whole lot of people can't see that high. This is the house that which we built. This is the place where we found guilt. Break a bad habit, yo, let it go. Harder still, you know. Want a little peace of mind and grab the lowest branch and start to climb. We've been walking on air, y'all. Been walking on air. We've been walking on air, y'all. Been walking on air. We've been walking on air, y'all. Been walking on air. We've been walking on air, y'all. Go ahead on, invitations in it. Peace out, get out and do it again. Less than blessed, down, put it to shame. Only gonna do you